few hours, but it felt like days. Only been days, but it felt like months. Been gone for a year, only roll like once. Life move fast when you do what you want. I guess I'm doing what I want. Hope you're doing what you want. What you want?
What's good, y'all? This is LANDLIN from POLKWAY 863, and I'm back with the 4th annual POLKWAY Top 50. Now, I know I've said this every season since the inaugural year that, wow, man, this has been the toughest year. Year 2, this has been the toughest year. Year 3, this has been the toughest year. But here in year 4, I come to tell you, this has definitely been the toughest year yet. I can't even put into words how much thought and headaches have went into the compilation of this list. So much talent in Polk County. It's guys with Division I offers who, didn't get featured. And, if you don't see yourself on this list, don't take it as, oh, I'm not good. Don't take it as disrespect. Just, take it as a compliment to the guys around you, to your peers, to the guys that have been putting in that work. This isn't a slight to you if you felt like you were left off or ranked too low. This is just an evaluation and a prediction of what we think this season will look like for the bulk of Polk County talent. So I want to start by mentioning a couple guys who were just outside of the ranking, who were literally probably could have been on this list any other day. If you would have asked me 2 days from now, they probably would have made it. So I'll just start with Vaughn Brown, defensive end out of Lakeland High School. Keon Young, defensive back out of Auburndale, 2025 guy. Sammy Etienne, Melvin Robinson, offensive lineman. Siobhan Hibbert, Nathan Jenkins, quarterback out of Frostproof. He's going to have an amazing season. Tristan Van over at Lake Gibson. Jackson Atkins over at Lake Gibson. Their quarterback, he's going to lead the Braves to success this season. Jay-Sean Pritchard and Roland Andrews, amazing wide receiver out of Winter Haven High School. Before we get into the ranking, I do want to mention it's a few guys who we left off because of injury. So with the county and area being so loaded, it kind of gave other guys an opportunity to make the list. But I definitely want to give a huge shout out to Lake Gibson running back Jacoby Fowler. Obviously would have been on the list. He returns in a few weeks, probably after 3 weeks or 4 weeks after a month of action. But just want to give a huge shout out to Jacoby Fowler. I know he's committing soon, so big time player, obviously top 20, top 15 player in Polk County. So when you don't see his name on the list, don't be shocked. But this year, I would like to do something a little different. I know it's the POLKWAY Top 50, but I want to surprise you guys, and we're going to do the POLKWAY Top 55 this year. So 51 through 55, here we go. Starting at number 55 with Tyrone Footman out of Winter Haven High School. He's a 2024 defensive lineman. I expect a huge season out of Tyrone. At number 54, we got Austin Vanderpool Fitz. He's a transfer into George Jenkins High School. Vanderpool plays both sides of the ball. He's a 6'5" tight end, DN. Colleges will definitely be all over him by the end of the season. At number 53, we have Dre Hughes, a lockdown corner at Lakeland Christian School. He's a 2023 guy. I'm expecting a big year out of Mr. Hughes and the Lakeland Christian Vikings. At number 52, we have a guy that was All-State last year, Sean Major, a linebacker at Lake Wells High School, class of 2023. At number 51, we have Idris King, a 2023 defensive end at Lakeland High School. He's going to play a major role on that shutdown defense this year. At number 50, we have a 2023 defensive end from Frostproof, Antoine Cobb. Antoine's currently committed to Florida International University. I think he'll be a big-time athlete for Frostproof this year. He's a big-frame guy. I look forward to him to wreak havoc. I got to see him up close and personal at the Polk County Showcase held earlier this spring, and he was absolutely dominant. At number 49, we have one of my favorite guys listed. He's one of the youngest guys to make the cut. 2025 running back from Mulberry, Lloyd Knight. Lloyd, I see you guys. I see the Panthers. I see the turf field. I expect big things out of you and Mulberry this season. At number 48, we have Victory Christian running back Rashad Orr. He's a 2024 guy, big time player. You'll see this year at Victory. Reminds me a lot of a big bruiser style running back. He's just a complete back all around, transferred from Lakeland. He definitely is picking up some Division I offers, and he has a few right now, but more will definitely come after the work he puts in this season. At number 47, we have Lake Wells 2023 defensive end, Jeffrey Anglin. Jeff was All-State last year. He's now playing on a loaded Lake Wells squad. I look forward to that defense. They will be awesome this year. Keep your eyes on Lake Wells. At number 46, we have an awesome 2024 tight end, Gishan Myrtle at Winter Haven High School, a big time player. You're gonna hear me say that often tonight. Gishan can catch the ball, he can block. Kind of reminds me of Keon Zipper from Lakeland a few years ago. He's definitely a D1 prospect, will play Division I football if he keeps it up. At number 45, we have Quentin Moore, a 2024 edge out of Lake Gibson High School. Number 44, we have 2023 Lakeland Christian quarterback Parker St. John. Parker was a starter last year on that Lakeland Christian squad that went deep in the playoffs. And I look forward to him, making some big time plays and making another playoff run with the new Suburban league that Lakeland Christian is in. At number 43, we have 2024 tight end Omari Mixon. If you follow me on Twitter or Instagram, you see me talk about Omari all the time. One of my favorite tight ends to ever come through Polk County. He high points the ball. He has great hands. He's fast. He's strong. He's physical. Coaches, if you're watching this, stop sleeping. It's go time. Pull the trigger on Omari Mixon, 2024 tight end. At number 42, we have Bartow running back Traquan Jones. Keep your eyes on Mr. Jones. I think that he could potentially be offensive county player of the year if he has the season that he can have. Bartow, does look pretty good this season. I'm excited to see what they'll be able to do losing Lynn Johnson and Jordy Lurie. So keep your eyes on Mr. Jones and Bartow. At number 41, we have baby Tebow Trent Gorgon over at Lake Wells High School. Again, Lake Wells is loaded. You'll see a few more guys from Lake Wells throughout the list. They have several ballers right now. And Trent is just, another guy that's added to that list. I look forward to him taking Lake Wells deep in the playoffs this season. And at number 40, we have possibly the most underrated guy on this list. 2024 wide receiver Jamar Taylor Jr. He's currently rated a 3-star. Big time player. He's gonna block. He's gonna catch. He's a bigger frame guy, probably 6'1", 200 pounds, 195. So when he gets out there and he run past you, it kind of shocks you because he will definitely block you and take you to the bus. Like I said, probably the most underrated guy on this list. He's just playing with such a loaded wide receiver room at Lakeland and a loaded backfield that I don't know how big his role will be. So that's what kind of explains his 40 ranking, but definitely not in a ranking based on his potential and ability.
My name is Curtis Jones. I'm a product specialist at Beaver Chevrolet of Jacksonville, Florida. Beaver Chevrolet has been in business for over 3 years and is owned by Beaver Motors, which has been in business for 40 years. Beaver Chevrolet offers a 20-year warranty on all new vehicles and has the most inventory in the state of Florida. On Black Friday, we're giving away $1,000 for every car purchase and a free 55-inch flat screen TV. Coming down to Beaver Chevrolet. We're here to wow you. I got your back.
At number 39, we have the General. I call him the General because he's a point guard on a basketball team, but also the middle linebacker for the Lakeland Dreadnoughts, Elijah Hardy, class of 2023 guy, picking up a lot of Division I offers here lately as well. At number 38, we have another one of my, probably my top 5 favorite in the county, Joshua Porter, wide receiver over at Fort Meade. I think we'll see him on the defensive side of the ball as well. Mr. Porter transferred into Polk County this year, but his film from only 8 games is absolutely ridiculous. And with him being at Fort Meade, I think he'll kind of be that guy that they lean on offensively this year. At number 37, we have a 2023 cornerback from George Jenkins High School, Amari Mengia. At number 36, we have a 2023 edge from Lakeland, Tyler Jefferson. Many of you guys might not know him. He's pretty much a quiet guy, but on the field, he makes crazy noise. He was the defensive MVP in the spring game. I think he had 3 sacks. I expect a huge year out of him being his senior year. An absolutely amazing guy. He does everything you want out of a defensive end. He can rush the passer. He's active in the run game. I definitely think he'll probably have the biggest season, if not one of the biggest seasons, on that Dreadnought defense this year. At number 35, we have Lakeland Christian tight end. My guy recently committed to Richmond. 2023 tight end Carson Bird. At number 34, we have 2023 athlete over at Frostproof, Xavier Gay. He's a big time player. He's going to play Division I football for somebody. He has several different offers, picking up a lot of interest on the recruiting trail as well. Xavier Gay, remember the name. You'll see him in the newspaper and definitely on POLKWAY at 6'3". At number 33, we have, again, one of those guys. I know y'all gonna hear it all the way down to number 1, but one of my favorite guys at the wide receiver position, Joel Vasquez. Recently, we saw him go viral on Instagram, break the internet with his shifty highlights. He just finds ways to score. He's active in the special teams as well from the slot position. He'll have rushes, receptions, and return yards. So when you get a guy that can do all 3 of those, it's very special, like a Tavon Austin type player, Percy Harvin type guy. At number 32, we have Tyson Gast, an awesome wide receiver out of Lake Gibson High School, who should have a big time season with his new quarterback, Jackson Atkins. Tyson has been consistent for the Braves over the past 2 seasons, and I don't expect that to stop with him being a senior this year. Number 31, we have a 2023 safety, Armani Rue, who we'll definitely see playing both sides of the ball this year for that Victory Christian offense as well as their defense. He's being recruited as a safety. Don't sleep on this guy. He will be a big-time player.
This portion of the D&M Lawn Care POLKWAY Top 50 is brought to you by the Genie Hair Collection. The Genie Hair Collection mission is to help others see their full potential. Our unlimited passion for hair, beauty, and self-love drive us to deliver top-quality products for our clients to cultivate their inner beauty.
Number 30, we have 3-star Lakeland running back, Demarius Rucker. Demarius has been a big-time player since he has gotten to high school. We've seen him be electric. Another one of the guys that's gone viral, done numbers, and obviously he's a big-time player. If National Recruiting Services have him rated as a 3-star, I can't wait to see Demarius unleashed this year. At number 29, we have 2024 athlete being recruited as a defensive back, Jaden Williams out of Lake Gibson High School. Man, Jaden is an absolute baller. He's one of those guys where his measurables might not be there yet. We're still hoping for a growth spurt for Jaden, but it doesn't show you any slight because his film just tells you everything you want to see. An amazing ball player. I can't stop talking about Jaden. I tell every mid-major coach that I speak with, hey, Jaden Williams, 2024, Lake Gibson. So Polk County, be on notice for Jaden Williams. Number 28, we have the guy, my guy, Rick Penick. Another one of those guys, you just got to turn on the film. Rick Penick is amazing. The things he does with the ball in his hands. If he gets the ball in space, it's going for 60 or a touchdown. The first guy will not tackle him. An amazing player. And number 28 might be a little bit high for the season that I'm expecting him to have. At number 27, we have Jaquez Henry, 2023 linebacker out of Auburndale High School. He's commanding that Auburndale defense this year, so I'm expecting a big-time season out of Mr. Henry. At number 26, we have three-star Lakeland safety, Kamari McKinley. McKinley is a big frame, hard hitter. He's another one of those guys where if you turn on the film, you'll just be wowed. He recently dropped the top 4, which included Illinois, Eastern Michigan, USF, and Toledo, I believe. But another big time player. I love to see him stay home and play at USF. At number 25, we have defensive lineman Quavion Bird out of Bartow High School. Big time player. I know he's a 2024, but he's definitely going to be one of the best defensive players in Polk County this year. No question about it. At number 24, we have Phillip Davis. He's 1/4 of that awesome secondary at Lake Wells, probably the best secondary in the county outside of Lakeland High School. Phillip plays a big role in that defensive backfield along with Jeremiah England. At number 23, we have another point guard, Terrell Redding out of Winter Haven High School. He sported number 1 this season because he's the one. He's a lockdown corner, and I don't see too many passes being caught on him this season. Coming in at number 22, we have 2023 athlete Zay Marlowe out of Lake Wells. We'll see him on both sides of the ball this season. He's been a consistent guy for Lake Wells the past 2 years. I'm expecting a big season out of Mr. Marlowe as well. Number 21, we have the Jersey boy, the guy who's thrown for 4,000 plus yards in the past 2 seasons. Yes, 2,000 plus per year for the past 2 years. Mr. Zachary Plus over at Lakeland High School. I'm expecting maybe 2,500 to 3,000 yards this season with the weapons he has.
This portion of the D&M Lawn Care POLKWAY Top 50 is brought to you by X Mark the Spot Training. The mission of X Mark the Spot Training is to enhance the athletic ability and life skills of student athletes through individualized training sessions and mentoring.
At number 20, we have a huge defensive back out of Lakeland Christian, 2023 corner, T.C. Bell. He has crazy length. He's a cover corner that I see playing with the best of them. He's definitely passing the eye test for any school. Mr. Bell should lead Lakeland Christian to a pretty deep playoff run. At number 19, we have a hard-hitting, probably the hardest-hitting player in Polk County this year, 2023 linebacker at Lake Gibson High School, Anthony Peterson. He'll definitely be the heart of that defense, especially with Lake Gibson having a couple tough tests. They'll face the number 1 running back in the country, Richard Young, only to face Mark Fletcher the following week from American Heritage. So Mr. Peterson's talent will definitely be on display early in the season, with Lake Gibson probably having one of the 3 toughest schedules in the entire state this season. At number 18, we have 3-star edge Larry Jones. He's a Coastal Carolina commit. Mr. Jones had 8 sacks last season. Been a consistent feature on that defense for the past 3 years. He's a 4-year letter for Lakeland, and I expect him to have a big time role on that Dreadnought defense, especially sporting that jersey number 1. At number 17, we have Carlos Mitchell, a 2024 athlete at Lake Wells High School. He's absolutely amazing at the wide receiver position. I'm excited to see him in the defensive backfield a lot more this year. I think colleges will recruit him for either position because he can play both. but he's been picking up offers here lately, was showing a lot of interest to USF. At number 16, we have arguably the fastest man in Polk County, Andre Berry out of Ridge Community High School. Another big time player who we'll see plenty of touchdowns from, whether it's special teams or, at the wide receiver position, but he'll definitely be playing safety this year. I don't know why I said wide receiver, and he's going to be looking to play defensive back in college. So expect a lot from Mr. Berry coming from both sides of football. At number 15, we have 4-star defensive back Brayshawn Williams. Brayshawn is one of those guys that he has offers from everybody in the country, from the Alabamas to the Oregons to the Ole Miss. You name it, he has it. He's probably one of the highest IQ guys that we have defensively here in Polk County. He recently transferred to Lakeland, so he's playing in that stacked defensive backfield. He'll definitely be in that rotation. At number 14, we have 2024 offensive lineman and defensive lineman Nathan Gabriel. Nathan is just nasty in the trenches, whether it's defensive line or offensive line. I've seen him pancake guys, just put guys in the dirt. I've seen him just move guys out of his way at a defensive standpoint. Mr. Gabriel is probably one of the best line, obviously with the ranking being so high and being in class 2024, one of the best guys in the trenches we have here in Polk County. At number 13, we have a guy that could have been top 2 or 3 with the season he's probably going to have. I'm projecting anywhere from 7 to 11 interceptions out of this guy. 3-star pick commit, Shadarian Harrison. He's been learning the cornerback position, getting better and better. We might see him a little bit on offense at Lakeland. As you know, he played quarterback at Kathleen. So I can see Coach Castle featuring him in a few different roles. But yeah, sir, Mr. 13 for Mr. Shadarian Harrison. Like I said, he could have been top 2 or 3 with the season I'm expecting him to have. At number 12, we have 3-star receiver Dadrian Zipper. He's picking up offers from everywhere in the country, from BYU, UCF, South Carolina, USF, you name it. We saw an amazing spring game out of Mr. Zipper, and I'm looking forward to a huge year, probably a 1,000-yard season out of Dadrian Zipper with his transfer quarterback. At number 11, we have 3-star defensive lineman Gerlins Milford. Milford is another one of those guys who has been picking up crazy interest on the recruiting trail, offers from NC State, USF, UCF, schools like that. Gerlins is a weightlifter. He's placed in the state championship for track, and he had 50 tackles for loss last season. Big time player for Lakeland High School.
The top 10 is brought to you by MyMentor.life. MyMentor.life is helping one person at a time through coaching and consulting. Whether you're starting a business, writing a book, or bettering yourself, visit MyMentor.life and connect with a coach today. Tony A. Gaskins Jr., TonyGaskins.com, founder of www.mymentor.life, TonyGaskinsAcademy.com, GaskinsUniversity.com, CharacterUniversity.com. A vision without action is a dream. Action without a vision is a nightmare.
So now we get to the top 10. The guys in the graphic, the 10 most elite guys in Polk County from their performance last season to their projection this season. Again, this entire list wasn't easy to put together. Anybody from 15 to this point could have been ranked anywhere within this top 10. So just know I lost some sleep trying to put this together, but we'll go ahead and kick it off. Here at number 10, Marlon McClendon, 3-star cornerback out of Victory Christian. Probably the best cover corner in Polk County outside of Cormani McLean. Marlon is just a lockdown guy. We'll see him on the offensive side of the ball as well at Victory, especially in the special teams game as well. Marlon he's as advertised. You cut on his film and it's like you offer him. I think he's leaning toward Iowa State right now. I would love to see him go up in the Big 12 and handle business. At number 9, we have a big-time offensive lineman, 3-star, 2023 guy, Janoris Wilson from Lakeland High School. One of those guys that has several offers, and I'm just expecting a big-time year out of Janoris. We saw what he did last year at Lake Gibson, really just learning the position with Coach Heldred. This year at Lakeland, his senior season, a lot on the table, state championship on the line. I think he'll rally that offensive line, and we'll see a big-time year out of Mr. Janoris, because, he'll have to with weapons like Demarius Rucker. Zach Pluse needs to get the ball to Tyler Williams and Dadrian Zipper and Joel Vasquez, guys in his top 50, like Jamar Taylor. So I'm expecting a big-time season out of Janoris. Number 8, we have 3-star defensive back Dante Joyner. Dante, here I go again, one of my favorite players in the county. 80 tackles last season, 7 interceptions. One of the most athletic guys in the county. He's strong, he's fast, he's athletic. He can jump out the gym. Dante will definitely be a big-time player in that Dreadnought defense like he has been for the past 3 years. At number 7, we have another Lakeland defensive back, Gerard Tank Johnson, I'm sorry. If you one of those guys that just cut on the film, he transferred over to Lakeland, started picking up a lot of offers, and hasn't looked back since. I think he's one of the best players in Polk County. We might see his role decreased a little bit this year, with Lakeland secondary being so deep and their backfield being just as deep with Demarius Rucker, Markel Johnson, and Donarius Johnson. So it's crazy to think about Gerard Johnson, Tank. He'll probably be the 3rd or 4th string running back, and he could still probably put up 500 to 600 yards because he's just an explosive player. But more importantly, he'll be a staple in that defensive backfield at safety. At number 6, we have 2023 field general linebacker who just committed to Arkansas State, RJ Kelly. RJ is a big-time player. He's a smart guy, one of those high IQ, just fine, see ball, get ball, and he's smart about it. Like I said, he's high IQ, sideline to sideline. He can make plays. Recently transferred to Lakeland. A part of that loaded defense. We've named so many Lakeland guys, and obviously RJ Kelly is one of the best ones. At number 5, we have a 3-star, another Arkansas State commit, Coach Bush Jones. I see you, Coach, coming into Polk County and taking 2 of our top 10 defensive players here. But at number 5, we have Terrell James, 3-star edge. Terrell definitely one of those guys passing the eye test for any program. 6'4", 225 guy, 230. Just absolutely a demon at rushing a quarterback. Me personally, if I play offensive line, I would not want to be lined up in front of this guy on 3rd and 7. I know I'm giving up the sack. At number 4, we have 3-star Kansas State commit Joe Jackson, 2023 running back from Ridge Community. Joe is an amazing athlete. He does it in the classroom as well as on the field. Obviously, I have him ranked at number 4 because I expect one of the best seasons for Mr. Jackson. We saw him make the Legend Super 16, and we saw him his play over the past 2 years get better and better. He had an amazing, outstanding year last season, which has led to his 3-star ranking and his Kansas State commitment. So the top 3 is a little bit different. The top 3, make sure they get right. Like my hat said, to get right. The top 3 features 3 amazing guys. This was definitely the toughest part of the list to put together. Either one of these guys could have been 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. So at number 3, we have the MVP of the National Combine in Texas, Jeremiah England. Jeremiah is one hell of an athlete, but even better of a person. I can remember since he came to high school, he's been writing me saying, bro, hey, I'm next. Hey, look, Polkway, check me out. I'm telling you, I'm next. And before he went and won MVP of the National Combine, he actually wrote me and said, just watch what I'm about to do. Sent me the date. I think it was, January 8th, I think. I don't remember the exact date, but he sent me the date and was like, after that, it's over. Since then, he's been offered by University of Florida, University of Alabama, recently committed to University of Kentucky. Anglin is a big-time player. Watch out for him this season on offense and defense. He should be leading that Lake Wells team to a deep playoff run. At number 2, we have half man, half amazing, Tyler Williams, an amazing wide receiver. This is his second year playing the position. Last year he had, I think it was 21 catches with over 600 yards with 11 touchdowns. So his yards per catch is through the roof. That means 50% of the time when he catches the ball, he's going for a touchdown. Tyler Williams, he's uncommitted right now, but I can see him playing at anywhere from University of Georgia to Texas A&M to University of Miami. Big time player, definitely gonna have a big time season with his new quarterback. You guys know Tyler Williams, just watch out for him this year. And at number 1, y'all know who it is. Y'all on my head always. Y'all say I'm posting him too much, but man, he's the guy. He's the highest rated player in Polk County history. Set a record with 9 interceptions. Came back the next year, breaks his own record. Number 2 in the country composite, number 3 maybe. So nationally overall, he's one of the best players in the country. In my opinion, the best player in the country. We have 5-star cornerback, Cormani McClain, number 1 cornerback in America. Like I said, I've said it throughout the list. He's going to pass the eye test, and he has that film where it's just like, wow, oh yeah. All you have to do is watch. If you watch the first 3 minutes of his film, you'll probably be watching all interceptions or pass breakups. Like, he's getting his hand on any ball thrown his way, any pass thrown his way. He has the length, he has the speed, he covers ground with the best of them. I could go on and on about this guy, but you guys know, the first player to ever repeat in the POLKWAY Top 50 as the number 1 ranked player, Mr. Cormani McClain. So I definitely thank you guys for tuning in this year to the 4th annual Top 50. Like I said, this list was definitely the toughest to put together of all that I've done so far. But this year we had to extend it to the POLKWAY Top 55 because the county is just absolutely loaded. It's guys like Jamal Williams, who we didn't even get to mention in the list, who will be big time players for years to come. Polk County, I definitely thank you guys for tuning in because we're lit. Like they say, we're lit. The talent here is just next level, and it's just not gonna stop. So I definitely want to thank all my sponsors. I definitely want to thank Honeycomb Productions for allowing us to use the basement studio today. I definitely want to thank Blue Summers Media, the best media guy in the entire county. If you need anything media, Blue Summers is the guy. So I definitely want to give a big shout out to him. Definitely want to give a shout out to Taste One Boiled Peanut as well. They'll be sponsoring Player of the Game all season. So when you see Player of the Game this year, it'll definitely be brought to you by Taste One Boiled Peanut. And that's a wrap for the POLKWAY Top 50.